Maverick 100.9, Aggie Land's country alternative. It's Corliss on with somebody that it's been way too long since I've cried on your shoulder and got tears on your nice suit.
Well, you know what? I would be happy to let you do that anytime. So
I was glad it was you. Y'all, this is David Adam Byrnes. And if anybody has seen a ridiculous video of me accepting an award, it was David who announced it and handed it to me. And then when it was time for me to give a speech, all I could do was hang on to David.
it was perfect. You know, I don't know if you knew this part of that too. They were handing us the wrong envelopes. And so what was it, me? And I think there was two other people up there on stage.
Chad Cook and Kylie Fry, which if you look at the video, it looks like I'm totally snubbing Kylie Fry. Just for the record, I didn't even see her.
We all love Kylie. How could you ever snub her anyway?
Exactly. It's not humanly possible. I just look like a jerk in that video, but I'm not, I swear. And I got to see Chad Cook this weekend. So, you know, he had a lot of laughs at my expense as usual.
Well, it's only out of love.
It's all out of love, but it was perfect that on one of the most important nights of my life that you were the one that was the person that I was walking towards. And I will forever be appreciative of that because you're used to my type of crazy, basically.
Well, I literally, you know, when I was up there and realized that I was getting to do that award and saw the nominees, I remember my head going, I really hope Corliss wins this because we're all going to get a heck of a show.
And a show you got.
That was accurate.
Oh, goodness. Well, and then I became a punchline for the rest of the night. Bree Bagwell even used my name in her acceptance speech. And I talked to her not long ago because her and I always get into some sort of trouble at award shows. And the last time I won an award before that, that's when she let her excitement out. And she got in a little bit of trouble for that. So at least good on you for not saying it out loud that you wanted me to win that award. Because Bree Bagwell has totally messed that up before and she got in a lot of trouble.
Oh, what are they going to do? Take away one drink? I think
we're all good. Well, we will celebrate something different today. You are hitting us with some brand new music. You got a brand new single called Too Much Texas, which we all know doesn't exist, especially not in the world of David Adam Byrnes. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so it is funny when we caught this title. I never thought about how people would take it the wrong way without hearing the song, but so kind of toward the whole, it's funny. I didn't write much during the COVID madness. I started writing once I was back on the road because, you know, I'm an idiot and I do things backwards. But I had a writing session with my buddy Jay Brunswick, and that's who I wrote She Only Wanted Flowers with. We wrote a lot of the stuff from my very first record deal and the first record, just one of my oldest friends, and kind of told him I was gearing up and needing to get back in the studio. And he brought in a guy named Carlton Anderson. I'm sure you guys have played a little bit from Texas.
A little bit, yeah.
And so I've had that title in my phone for God knows how long. I mean, well back in the Nashville days. And for some reason, I had a melody. I knew there was a feel I was wanting to write. You know, one thing with the next step of this record, I wanted to kind of get some of the stuff that is my style but wasn't on the Neon Town record. And so this has got a little bit of that drive and a little bit different feel from anything we've actually recorded, and told him that title. And you know, Jay's from a Yankee from Pittsburgh, so he don't know the first dang thing about Texas. So me and Carlton kind of had to just drive and explain that, you know, hey, man, if you want mountains, go that way. If you want ocean, go down that way. If you want desert, go that, you know, and how pretty much the entire state of Texas has everything you could ever imagine needing or seeing. And that if you have an adventurous woman that you try to bottle up, she's probably going to go experience it without you and find somebody else along the way. And so we just ran with it, and it was just a lot of fun. You know, some songs are hard to write and a huge challenge and almost a headache. And this is another one of them that just kind of felt like it just fell out on us. And so we recorded it, and it was the first one of this new session. You know, we tracked 4 songs back in, I can't keep track, June, July, somewhere in there. And, you know, normally when you track a song, you might spend about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. This song just came to life, and the studio guys kept having idea after idea. I mean, we spent an hour and a half, I think, tracking just this one song. And so it more from being something I thought, well, we might release this to, yeah, this is definitely going to be the first single off the next stuff. So
don't you love that feeling when it's so perfect and now you are releasing it to everybody? What does that feel like right now?
It's awesome. Even more, I know we've said new singles with everything off this Neon Town record, but for anybody that knows me or has followed along, we recorded that record almost 4 or 5 years ago.
Yes.
And, between all we're not even going to mention lawsuits, we're just say the ordeals that we went through to get the record out. By the time everybody heard it, I was so sick of this dang record, I couldn't see straight. So now we're finally on track. Now we have a song that we literally wrote maybe half a year ago. We just tracked it 4 months ago and it's getting out. So it's just exciting to turn that page, get brand new stuff, to know that I still got that writing gene in me. And, it's the first release of my new publishing home at Reviver Music. And so we'll see where it goes, but hopefully we get 6 number ones in a row now.
As your friend, I definitely know this excitement for you, and I'm feeling it for you. So I hope everybody listening right now knows how hard David Adam Byrnes worked to put this single out to you. So we're going to debut it right now on Maverick 100.9. This is David Adam Byrnes and Too Much Texas.
Come on.
Due to copyright, Brian Broadcasting can only play these songs on the radio, not in podcast form. But we do urge you to please find this artist and download their music now. Too Much Texas. There ain't no such thing. Not when you're talking to David Adam Byrnes on Maverick 100.9. It is so good to catch up with you. And I love celebrating these milestones with you. You and I were just talking about anybody can go on the internet and Google what David Adam Byrnes has been through to get to Texas country music. And it's a long, hard road. And I'm fortunate enough to have known you through most of that road. And so Too Much Texas is the first release of this actual new music that has never touched Nashville, which is so cool. So you've got more on the way as well.
Yeah, we in fact, we're kind of switching up. I was doing some other interviews this morning. They're asking about record, and the times have changed. I'm sure we'll package this stuff up and make a record, but one of the main perks of signing this new publishing deal is that we're going to constantly start releasing music. So even while, we know this song will take about 6 months or so to run up and down the chart. So we're going to start just releasing digital songs in the meanwhile. I've labeled it as modern day B-sides.
Isn't that funny how that works now?
So I think the longest we might potentially go is like 2 months without music. I mean, heck, we've got this song coming out next Friday. My Christmas song drops. That's part of this Christmas tour that I'm on. So it's I'm
Christmas
like,
Queen.
I'm like, first off, it's not even Halloween yet. How are we already releasing Christmas?
No, all the Christmas, all of it.
Well, so it's pretty cool. I hadn't told anybody what we did. So, I don't know if I think we're coming through College Station, if I'm right, but it's called A Honky Tonk Christmas. It's going to be me, Curtis Grimes, William Michael Morgan, and our buddy Brian Callahan. We're just going to do a guitar pull style Christmas tour for about a month. We're going to kick up the week before Thanksgiving and go all the way to the week of Christmas. But we all recorded a song apiece, and William actually recorded a song me and Curtis wrote with him. But the rest of us did throwback covers. And so I had to do my favorite Christmas song of all time. And that is Alan Jackson, Honky Tonk Christmas.
Of course you did. Oh my God. I can't believe all of this. So everybody listening knows that they're going to hear the Cook and Corliss Christmas Textravaganza this year. And I believe David Adam Byrnes is going to have a first class seat on that show. So
come on.
You can release all the music you want, but as soon as that Christmas word comes out of your mouth, everything else shuts down for me. But I
thought was really cool. So here's what's really, really awesome about that. Bart Bush is my engineer and has been for God knows how long. In fact, me and him, Trent wasn't able to make these sessions. So me and Bart actually produced all this ourselves. Well, Bart was the engineer on that Alan Jackson record. And so I think he was more excited than I was kind of reliving the recreation of it. I mean, I wanted to try to modernize it, make it a little different. He just stand back, leave it alone. I'm taking reins on this. And it was cool because, we didn't try to just mimic Alan, but we really tried to recreate what they did on that first, the original, I guess I should say, the original version of that. And so I'm pretty stoked for everybody to hear it. But man, just the tour in general, just to switch it up, me and the guys, we have been beating up the road hard for the last few months. And so I think we're all at that point where we're sick of seeing each other. So this will give us a chance to do something a little different, catch up with some buddies, get some Christmas music out. And I think even in the midst of that, talking about how we're going to start dropping songs every, month and a half, 2 months. We've already got the second song back and mixed, and I think we're going to release it either November or December. So it's just, we are going to flood y'all with music, which is cool because it means we're going to be able to switch up the live show and just, I can finally get out of this rotation I feel like I've been stuck in for about 6 years now.
I feel you, which big shout out to your band. Your boys know how much I adore them. I love them very, very much. So big shout out to your guys. And I'm looking forward to everything that you are laying on us. So y'all, if you are not following David Adam Byrnes yet, you've got so much that's still coming your way just in 2021. Please follow him on all social media, download his singles. Radio is only half the job. All I can do is introduce you to my friend, David Adam Byrnes. But from there on out, y'all, he does so much and it is so gosh darn country. You can barely stomach it. So please go show him some love like I do. I love you, David. Thank you for always coming here to Maverick to tell us the good news.
Well, I love you guys and thanks for having me.